Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Justice for All, where we've been guided to Mo's room by Regina on the tail, literally, of a monkey who's stolen our symbol of being a defense attorney. So, hopefully Mo's going to lead us to him and we can reclaim what was rightfully ours. Who am I? It isn't Mr. Right all the time! It's alright to be wrong every now and then again, right?
See, Nick, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience.
So what can I do for you? Do you remember a good joke you want to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it.
We're gonna get the same sound effect either way, aren't we?
How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you?
Weird laughter. Always weird laughter. But with that said, we're looking for a monkey, so let's talk about Regina first, I guess, considering it's first on the list. So, about Regina.
Regina is such a pure, innocent child.
She's such a cutie too.
She was born and raised in a circus, you know. That means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top.
Sounds like Pearly.
For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality.
She lives in a dream world?
She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is, it all seems normal to her because it's her everyday life.
I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet.
Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply, without complications. Okay then, clown, tell us about Money the Monkey.
Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money?
Ah, yes! Money!
He stole my attorney's badge.
Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him.
Why's that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right?
Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family.
Then who does he belong to?
I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying.
You mean right now?
Of course! Shall we go?
Should we go with him now or wait a while? Do we really have to go later? That's a bit weird of a question. Now I want my attorney's badge back. Into a brand new room where many an instrument lies. December 28th, the lodging house 3rd floor, Acro's room. Is he an acrobat by any chance? Or she?
This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
I can't breathe.
Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room.
Acro?
He's an acrobat. It seems like he's not around today.
That's a big pile of junk over in the corner.
I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff.
Thanks, Mo. See you later.
I always had the right stuff. Money the Monkey has been added to the court record. Retrieved from Acro's room. What? I don't know, but there's a pile of things over there. There's things over there. It's a weird... What is it?
Huh? It's a monkey calendar.
Whoever's in this room must really love monkeys.
Maybe a little too much. Wow, I just realized that the year is almost over. Amazing how time flies.
It's been one wild year, especially the last part.
Well, we still got one last person to help this year. Max.
We should be able to do it in time. Someone likes basketball then.
Hey, the net's ripped. Money must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore, okay.
The net looks fine to me. You really think that he plays basketball?
I think so. Monkeys live life above the rim, you know.
Okay. You're joking, right? You think the monkey has got proverbial game?
Of course. That monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk.
Well, a prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage. Okay then, with the faking of the funk. We've got weights over here. He's got a barbell. Look around. Everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time.
Hey, Nick!
What?
I
don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model.
Don't overdo it, Mayor. You don't want to end up a muscle woman. Well, maybe it wouldn't be too bad to, you know, considering all the stuff she gets into. Alright, let's check the obvious shiny pile.
Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap looking knockoff wristwatch.
Look at this. It's a trophy. And it's really heavy.
Nick, I found it. Your badge is right here.
Right. So it's returned to its rightful spot on lapel. However, it's moved in the evidence log. Thanks, you really saved me. Huh?
What's the matter? Did you find something?
Yeah. Check this out.
It's a ring.
There's something engraved on it. From T to R. Okay. Trilo to Regina then? Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation.
Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow?
Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet.
Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side.
That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Maybe as we move on. Maybe. Let's hope for the best. Do you think Phoenix Wright is really that good of an attorney, or he just gets stuck in the oddest court cases and he really is the only one who'll take them, if you know what I mean? It seems to be he's stuck in always the most complicated ones, for sure. I just wonder if all the other court cases in this world are this insane, or if they're quite, you know, normal. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage?
Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess... Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up a crowd a little. No. That'd be really bad. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes?
I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Even Nick is vain. December 29th, 10 AM. The trial gets underway with yet more zany figures. But this time the zaniest possible because it's a circus. And now the case of one... What?
Your Honor, get on with it.
Oh, sorry. I just realized the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So... Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. Oh no, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Eh?
That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy.
And you've got yourself involved in this one? This is going to be so much more legitimate.
It did not count. Do you hear me? We've got magic following up spirit channeling,
of which we prove spirit channeling and we haven't proven magic.
You must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything! I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are! Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There. Opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there. Now! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Don't mention it. There's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this.
Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir. All right, Detective. You may proceed with your testimony.
The details of the events.
The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m, making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here is the autopsy report for the victim. Was he hit once or beaten to death? That's the difference. The court accepts this into evidence. A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. So for Gumshoe's kind of thing, it just sounds more of the point is press everything, get all the information.
The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m, making it extremely cold out.
Hold it! Tell me more. Let me ask you about the snow.
It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime.
Did it pile up?
It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day.
The snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Oh, about the snow? You mean the picture of the crime scene specifically? It's about the footsteps then. But I'm not sure why you're bringing this up right here, right now.
Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines.
Were they now? When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean?
Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course, the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and its victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot, Region the tiger was there as well.
Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey?
When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. The practice session broke up at around 10 p.m.
I did hear one person not mentioned who has a room. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to?
China was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Then the ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Now we know that to be wrong.
Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage.
The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m.
I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15.
Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow!
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? I think we should have heard more now. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Okay, the wooden box is now added to the call record. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. About the wooden box, the lock, the contents. Well, they may not have got it open yet. But let's ask about the contents, because that asks about the lock as well, so it's 2 birds with 1 stone. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. A bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge box. I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. It's just my usual travel luggage because I love pepper. It's my condiment of choice. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Hold it! According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho ho ho! I guess. Thank you for incriminating more. Gumshoe! Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're going to get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're going to get out of him is that little bottle of paper? Pepper, even? Bottle of paper? An interesting bottle. Now that we have wrapped up with a detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Huh? I'm not even off the stand yet! Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I dunno, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trila will show up on the stand as well. You pretty much can bet it. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trilo Quist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? I didn't really sing that one, did I? Don't think that was a song, though. Either way, it had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge? Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order, order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony caught out. You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now, let's proceed. A testimony is to be had. Who's going to be giving it, though? Once practice was over, I left the tent with a clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? And then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You're sure of that?
Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How could you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. And I think we all get the picture that the episode is coming to an end. So with that, we say order, as I ask you to join me for a new episode of Justice for All tomorrow. And we'll see you around as we get to taking part, yet more testimonies. Bye-bye.